Welcome back to Bloom. Saying I'm sorry is one of the most difficult things for many people to do, and it can be often difficult to accept an apology from someone that has hurt you. Even though there's no objectively wrong way to say I'm sorry, there are ways to make apologies sound more sincere and easier to accept. And joining us today from McNulty Counseling and Wellness is licensed clinical social worker Emily Kammerer. Welcome back to Bloom, Emily. It's so great to see you.
It's good to see you too, Gail.
So this is a great subject because I think especially now through all we've been through, people are realizing, why was I caught up with that hang up or mad at that person? Like, I just need to let it go. It's all minutia. But saying I'm sorry for a lot of people is difficult.
It's so hard. Our pride gets in our way, our ego gets in our way, and sometimes we become really fearful that even approaching someone with an apology is going to reignite that argument. And so there's sometimes a desire to just water under the bridge, let it go, walk away from it, and yet there's still some hurt there that hasn't been resolved. And so it is really important to, when we recognize that we've done something wrong or acted in a way that we didn't want to come forward and say, I'm sorry, with the intention of finally burying the issue instead of restarting a fight.
Yeah, it is so important. I've even realized that, as a parent in my 23 years of being a mom to 4 daughters, that, even as a parent, I realized the power of saying I'm sorry when you're wrong. Like just being able to knock on a door, sit down, say I'm sorry, and open up that dialogue. And that in itself is so therapeutic.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And often when we're hurt, the one thing that we just want to hear is, I'm sorry and I'll do better. And so, when we're talking about like some of the mistakes people make, and this is something I talk with my clients about a lot, is to not preface an apology with, I'm sorry, but, right? Like, I'm sorry, but here's why I was justified in saying what I said or doing what I did. Or, I'm sorry you feel that way. Are one of the most, right? Like, don't apologize for my feelings, apologize for the thing you did.
Right.
So one of the things I recommend to people all the time is that there's 4 parts to an apology. There's the I'm sorry, the acknowledgement you did something wrong, the acknowledgement of how it impacted the other person and hurt the other person, the promise to do better and try better next time, and then if you can fix it, to fix it. Right? We can't always fix hurt feelings or sadness, but if we accidentally break something or accidentally ruin something, we can work on repairing that.
But let's go back to things that you can't turn back the time of hand, on. You can't reverse the clock.
Yep.
How do you apologize for that in a way that it really makes the person understand that you're really sorry and that you would never repeat history if given the chance?
Absolutely. Honestly saying exactly that and saying, I said this or I did this and it hurt you and it wasn't okay. And that's not the person I want to be. That's not the relationship I want to have with you. And I'm really sorry. And the next time this happens, I promise I'll do better. And then it's on the part of the person who was injured to trust them and to say, okay, like I appreciate that apology. I will accept that apology. And I'll give you the chance to try again.
What about receiving an apology from somebody? I mean, how do you do that? Graciously?
Sometimes. It's okay to say, you know what? I hear your apology, I hear your remorse, and I still need some time because I'm feeling hurt and I still have some of my own emotions that I need to work through, and that's my stuff, right? So asking for some more time. And then eventually, and this is something I tell my clients all the time, that forgiveness doesn't mean what you did to me was okay.
Right.
Forgiveness is I'm no longer going to hold on to anger about what happened.
Which is just as healthy for the person receiving the apology
Absolutely.
as the one giving it. Well, as always, Emily, it's so great when you come in. I really appreciate you joining us. And if you want more information, you can visit McNultyCounseling.com. And we'll be back with more Bloom right after this.